In studio, Rampage Jackson. We love this guy, man. How are you, Rampage?
I'm doing good. Kind of early in the morning. How y'all doing?
He goes, last time I was here, you guys had a crackhead on. I'm like, a crackhead? And we're trying to figure it out. We're asking questions.
I thought maybe it was one of the homeless guys we had in or something.
Right, and we're asking more and more questions. It turns out it was Rich Voss. He goes, you had a crackhead in here last time I was here.
Yeah, crackhead.
And then we understood why, because that was the day Rich Voss admitted that he used to wear tiny little Daisy Dukes to, like, turn on his drug dealer to get a little more crack.
He found out the drug dealer liked guys. So Rich played up to it to get a better deal.
That's when you hit rock bottom.
That is a true crackhead.
That's a true crackhead.
That's why calling him a crackhead is completely accurate.
That's worse than a crackhead.
And if he's admitting to that, you know he did things that were just a little more awful than just wearing that.
I remember that day, too, because like when guys like you come in, we want to look kind of like men and look a little tougher. and we got Rich Voss telling the story of the Daisy Dukes, doing stuff to drug dealers possibly to get crack. Like, this guy's never coming back on this fairy show.
I was over there.
And we're such a dumb radio show because Voss had an altercation yesterday where he tried throwing karate kicks.
Yeah.
And why did we not have him in today to at least get an assessment from a true fighter?
Yeah,
on what if he knows anything or not.
We did a pilot for Comedy Central yesterday, and one of our Rich Voss, the crackhead, ended up throwing karate kicks to Keith Robinson, who then ended up beating the crap out of him. But
yeah, Keith's one of our comic friends.
Yeah.
You know, one of those guys that like when they get pulled over and they go, "Do you know how fast you were going?" He'll go, "What?" to the cops, like that type of
he that type?
one of those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a problem.
Yeah.
He's a problem.
He is a problem.
Oh, dude, does he get out of tickets though when he say that?
Yes, because they charge him with resisting arrest.
Yeah, they forget about the ticket real quick.
Yeah, there's a great story about Keith. He's told us one where the cops. He's a crazy dude, and he's just one. Those Philadelphia dudes, like they always have all that Sonny Liston mentality. Yeah. And they pulled him over, and he's fighting the cops, and he's like in the middle of this, like, why am I doing this? And they pulled Mace out, and he goes, I eat mace for breakfast. So they tested him, and it didn't go down as well as he thought.
Maybe he needs bacon and eggs with it.
He really said that to a cop?
Oh, yeah, I eat mace for breakfast.
Who would say that? Who would say that?
Somebody about to get mace for breakfast.
Yeah, he is a problem.
Keith is just one of those guys. He has a button that's just. It would probably make him bad in your profession because he's probably too angry to think. In a moment like that.
Yeah, he'll probably gas out because, your mind gets to going. You get so mad, angry. You want to go. You want to annihilate this guy. Then your body like, man, please slow down.
Yeah.
He was jumping around in this ring yesterday before the actual event.
He was doing a Sonny Liston, man.
And
he was bopping.
He was so psyched because he had the gear on, he had the gloves and everything, and he was so psyched to just punch somebody. And he went after Rich and just punched him in the head many times, very hard, and got Rich really aggravated to the point where Rich kicked him.
Who, the crackhead?
Yeah. The crackhead started karate in his ass, trying to karate kick.
But he's not a good.
Why you got to beat up on a crackhead like that?
Well, Voss kicking, him kicking is like an old woman swinging her purse, yelling "masher." He's not. We saw him throw a kick. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. About 10 years ago, as a girl I was dating, we were standing in front of this Chinese place, and Voss was like, "I used to take karate." We're like, "Let's see a kick." He threw a straight, stiff leg kick, and he slipped in garbage juice, and he fell ass and back in the garbage juice in the sun. I've never been happier than to watch that idiot.
Oh, is that great?
You know the stuff that leaks out of the garbage bags? It's wonderful liquid if you're doing karate.
Yeah.
That's a new nickname for one of my friends. Garbage juice. Thanks, bro. Thanks, dog. Garbage juice and a crackhead. They go together.
Oh, how hard were you laughing?
I've never been happier about anything because he went down. When you throw a straight kick, and you slip,
you're going right on your tailbone.
He was in his late 40s. It was nothing. I've never been happier to see anything happen.
Good.
Right
Okay. I thought you said a crackhead did that.
Oh no, Voss.
It
was Rich Voss.
Rich Voss.
Same guy.
The ex-crackhead.
Yeah.
Now we're calling him the crackhead.
The crackhead that slipped in garbage juice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Trying to
Yeah.
act like he knew how to handle himself.
Rampage, you got a great laugh. Do you use that laugh when you're beating the crap out of someone? I would like to imagine that you're just. destroying someone and laughing the entire time.
No, I don't normally laugh after the fight if I won and something in the locker room. Like, you know, I'm happy then. But damn, I'm fighting, man. I'm serious, dog.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I make jokes and stuff like that. But as soon as that octagon closed and the referee said, let's go, I'm serious until I whoop his ass.
It's hard to imagine you're only a light heavyweight.
Yeah, because I look like a heavyweight right now. I put on a few LBs.
No, I can't imagine they're bigger than you. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. I'm average size for a light heavyweight. Like Forrest is actually bigger than me. Tito's he looked bigger than me. He got a big ass head and big shoulders, but he had a little bit of tiny legs. So,
oh really?
Tall, you know. Chuck is taller than me. I'm average size. I'm average light heavyweight size.
We used to do a bit and we had to stop it, but Tito came in here back in the day. This goes back probably 5 or 6 years ago.
Yeah.
And we wanted to see how long Steve, our big guy Steve, how long he could last against Tito. It took 4 seconds, and I think we had to call an ambulance and we had to stop the bit because I would love to see a Rampage do the same. This guy, Steve, would you 12 seconds you lasted?
12.
Tito?
No, you didn't.
But you've retired from that bit, right?
Yeah.
You don't want Rampage Jackson to
I
try
would
beat
love
that
to
record?
see the tape of that because I think it was quicker than 12 seconds.
Maybe 11 seconds.
You probably see me right now. I'm out of shape. I've just been hanging out and stuff like that.
Is that it?
Yeah,
You've just been hanging?
Right
He doesn't want a lawsuit. Is basically what he's saying.
How long does it take you to get back into fighting shape once you?
Fighting shape?
Yeah. Like from the condition, because you say you're out of
from
shape,
today,
which is
from
hysterical.
today.
But yeah, from today, let's
I
say.
can get in fighting shape in 8 weeks from today.
Really?
It'd be a lot of hard work. I'd be sore, get a massage twice a week or something like that. But in 8 weeks, I could be in fighting shape. If I had to be in fighting shape, and I could do it in 8 weeks.
How many hours a day?
To put them together, I probably train like 5.5. If you add running.
I do 35 minutes on the elliptical, and I'm like, man, I can eat whatever I want now.
I can eat whatever I want.
And I was interested if we were talking about like getting LASIK surgery and stuff like that, you know, and you wear lenses. Does that affect you when you fight or not?
I
at all?
take them out because I can see. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't see people's faces from far away or street signs, stuff like that. So I just take my contacts out when I fight. I can see good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good. Just run to the other end of the ring. Just stay there.
Yeah, I just
stay away from you.
Yeah, I can see fine. I just can't see the crowd. I don't want to see the crowd face anyway. I have tunnel vision, you know. I don't want to see the crowd anyway. Most of them be ugly, man. You look at the front row. How your ugly ass get a front row kick? I'm sorry, Dana White. It's Dana White, the president. My bad, Dana.
How much does the crowd affect you when they're if they're have they ever been cheering for the other guy?
Yeah, I'm telling
and you're
you
in
that.
there, and does that affect you, or are you focused?
Dude, during the fight, it don't bother me. But after the fight, after I knocked Chuck out, I got booed.
Wow.
I was devastated because I'm like the most fan-friendly guy ever. And I noticed since that fight, I have not been so fan-friendly with the American fans because I'm an international fighter. I mostly fight in Japan.
It came out of pride and all
Yeah.
that.
Then I got booed for doing my job and knocking somebody out. I thought it was a exciting knockout. Then I got booed. I was like, whoa. So I didn't know what fans were really my fans. And some people fake. They come want your autograph just to have your autograph and stuff. And so, they really bothered me after the fight getting booed.
But you know what it is, though, man? Ty Cobb said, because he used to get booed on the road all the time. That's a great compliment. And I think Liddell was like the first big name in the sport. And they're seeing like a great titan. They're seeing like the next group come up, the next generation. That's how they're looking at it. Like, man, our guy just went down. It isn't a weird way of respecting. It's certainly not indifference, but you beat a guy that they didn't think was beatable. And it's interesting that he came back and beat Silva, which was I was kind of nervous for him. And Silva beat you twice, and you beat. It's a very weird parody in UFC.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Styles make fight and stuff like that. And I think that if I would have fought Vanderlei in the UFC, I would have beat him. That's what I think, because Vanderlei and Pride, he was a Chuck Liddell of Pride. Right. But the thing about Pride in the UFC, which is different, the UFC lets it be real. They let it happen what happens. But Vanderlei, if you get the best of him in the fight, they'll stop it so Vanderlei can, recover. Or if you beating up Vanderlei on the ground, which most people do because he's a good stand-up guy, they'll stand you up. And that's what happened to me. And other fighters that fought Vanderlei Silva. So if I would have fought Vanderlei in the UFC, he probably might have never beat me.
Now, is Pride, there was this thing, like when Pride, I think those fighters started coming over, people were like, the Pride guys are, is UFC a tougher, or are they pretty comparable as far as where's a tough place to fight?
Well, I think, to be honest, I think it's, like I said, I think it's tougher to fight in Pride just because, like, and I don't know how much I can say, but it wasn't, like the UFC is ran by regular people. Pride wasn't. If let me put that out there like that, it was ran by other people. The government stuff is different over there. And, so Pride, anything happen. The referee wanted the other guy to win. He can kind of alter the fight.
Oh wow!
A little bit what people just don't know. But UFC, they real. I was surprised that after I knocked Chuck out, that he didn't win by decision. You know what I'm saying? No, y'all laughing, but in Japan, stuff like that can happen.
That could happen in Japan.
That can happen in Japan.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that happens, and it was like whoa. So yeah. But if you take a fighter from that known as fights in the ring and you put him in a cage, if you never seen a cage before in his life, most likely he's going to, people might react different. He might feel like an animal. He might get scared or something like that. So yeah. It's crazy.
You knocking Chuck out was I mean, again, even though you'd already beaten him, it was surprising because, we're not used to seeing Chuck just go down. But I think they said that was rated the second best knockout of the year next to Gonzaga knocking out Mirko Krokop, which I was really surprised at. That kind of, you haven't heard much about him. I think he lost again after that too, didn't he?
Yeah, he lost to my friend, one of my training partners, Chet Congo from France. Yeah, and it was kind of crazy because we was training together for that fight, me, Chet, and my other friend Michael Bisbing, and Chet Congo got hurt and he started getting sick. I was like, oh man, you fighting Krokop, dog? You might not take this fight because most time when Krokop get knocked out, he come back the next time and murders the guy. Normally, yeah. And I mean, if he loses or something, he come back and murder the guy the next time. But and my boy Chet Congo was 100%, and Chet Congo whooped his butt. I was like, whoa! And then I got much respect. I started bowing down, like, whoa, Chet.
I didn't see the fight. Did he beat him standing up or did he get him on the ground?
He beat him standing up.
Wow!
If he went to the ground, he beat him on the ground. But my boy Chet Congo, he's a Muay Thai fighter. He's like 6'3" or something, like 6'4", and all rip, all muscle, like 240, 250, and he's like from Africa. He's a French guy from Africa. What kind of mix is that?
That's a little,
that's great, yeah.
That's a little crazy.
I get a black guy talk to me. Like, what the hell?
What is that?
What so big I slap you? You embarrass yourself.
Hey,
embarrass yourself.
Rampage
African at least.
Rampage is in here. Promoting the Ultimate Fighter? This sounds like a really good concept. Team Rampage versus Team Forest. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I can tell y'all that it airs on Spike
tonight at 10 p.m. Right?
April 2nd.
Oh, April 2nd.
April 2nd starts.
Okay,
that's what I can tell you. I can tell y'all on for real. I've heard it was like one of the best shows. I never really watched the shows before. I heard it was one of the best seasons.
So you and Forrest, you're both coaching different different fighters,
different teams.
Different teams, and they're obviously competing for what are they competing for?
What who competing for? The fighters?
The teams, yeah, just
the fighter. The fighter is competing to get a 6-figure contract.
Oh, right. Okay,
that's what I think
with the UFC. And then at the end, you're going to fight.
I'm gonna fight Forrest July 5th, I believe.
Wow,
is that a championship fight?
Yeah, I guarantee every time I fight it's for the championship, baby. I got the belt. It's on the line every time I fight.
How does it feel being the guy? Because now you're the guy. Like for a long time it was Chuck or it's this guy. Now you're the guy that everybody is gunning for.
You know what? I'm just not realizing that now. I'm hearing interviews and people calling me out. People in other weight classes calling me out. I got this heavyweight Kimbo Slice. I heard it might be true, it might not be true. Calling me out. I'm like, hold on, dog. You're not even my weight class. I don't even think you can come make my weight class. And he don't even fight in my organization. I got guys. I'm like, damn. Why don't you call that the heavyweight champion?
They all want a piece of you. Yeah, that's crazy.
I said, is it because I'm black? He was like, no, because I'm black. I'm like, damn.
That would be even worse if he said yes.
Hey, how do you feel about the wrestlers trying to make a name for themselves in the UFC? You got Brock Lesnar. What do you think of his debut?
You know what? I was very impressed by Brock Lesnar. I think it's good, that the pro wrestlers can come over. I think that's a little bit of what our sport needs. Like some of the guys that are more character-like, but come and do some real stuff. But Brock Lesnar, he came. He didn't bring any WWE with him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't act a fool or nothing like that. Mm-hmm. I was kind of hoping he would come out and bring some of that. I think we need just a little bit of that.
A little more smack talk and
just a little bit of go out there and fight for real.
Mm-hmm.
And, back up your smack. But you know what I'm saying? You notice people watch what they say when they going out there getting that.
Brock didn't do any smack talk whatsoever. He was really, really serious.
He didn't do no smack talk?
I don't think so. And he came out and he was just all business.
He did a good job. He almost finished Mir.
He's got to figure out that grounds thing a little bit, right?
I'm telling you, he's going to be a champion in the future.
I'll tell
really?
You wow. Here's why nobody smack talks, because they break your arms or legs. It's like, it's not like boxing where you're just going to get knocked out. It's like you're relying on a guy, like as you're tapping, he has to stop or he's going to snap your leg or break your arm. So if you talk a lot of crap, he may just go, whatever.
They go, oh, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, especially when you go with the guys from like Brazil, because one of the guys, I don't want to say his name, the guy was talking smack at the weigh-ins or the interviews before, and it's part of the game, you know. But the Brazilian guy didn't like it, and he choked him, and the guy tapped him. The referee tried to pull him off, but he was still joking like, no, he didn't want to. The UFC kicked him out.
Oh, kicked him out.
Yeah, they don't play that.
Huh.
Yeah.
You get any? You get into any street fights? Chuck Liddell was telling us some great stories, man.
Well,
when you guys get together and have a few drinks, it gets a little ugly sometimes.
Yeah. You know, I haven't gotten to a street fight in a long time. I think the last street fight I got into since I've been a professional fighter was probably my cousin.
Really?
Yeah, I got a cousin like 6 months younger than me, and I actually grew up fighting him my whole life. My mom said I've been fighting her since I was in Pampers, and she remembered. I don't remember, but she told me, and me and him never got along, but we were like the best of friends growing up, you know, because his mom and my mom, like his mom is my mom's niece.
Right.
And we grew up together. They grew up, and I grew up with this guy I can't stand. I love him, my cousin, but I can't stand him, man. We was kind of like, we was the bad guys of the family. We always get in trouble. So once I got, become a professional fighter, so I come back home and visit and stuff like that, and then he still remember me fighting him all the time. He messed with me, and he said, you can't beat me up now. You're a professional fighter and stuff like that. I said, no, man, I don't want to mess with you no more. I've changed, I used to fight on the street a lot. I said, now I don't have to prove myself. Then he did something to me that pissed me off. And then next you know, the old flashback, old memories came back. I just whooped his ass real quick.
Oh man!
I felt bad,
but
he know how. But he know how to press my buttons. He knows how I am. He come and just pinch both my nipples. I'm like, man, what the hell wrong with you? Like, he knows me for my whole life. And he knows I don't like stuff like that. He just comes and pinch my nipples. He just actually, I guess he want to see how a professional ass whooping felt.
See, I'm just the opposite. That would endear me to somebody. Like, oh,
you would get
sir.
Yeah, you would get a tee-hee from Jimmy if you did that to him.
Yeah, I like that. I need that.
I don't like that. I don't even like girls pinching my nipples.
You don't like a girl to do it?
I don't like a pinch. Come on, pinch both. I don't like that.
I'm not a fan either.
I hear you.
It's a little weird, Jimmy.
It's a little weird, man. Come on.
Not pinching. I like a brush, like a light palm brush.
That's different.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Yeah, pinching is kind of different.
On what was called the purple nurple, where they would twist in school or something like that. That deserves a professional beating.
Oh, you know what? They should let that be legal in the UFC. Actually, it's not illegal, so you guys might see that in my next fight. I'm gonna look at the camera. It's gonna be for you guys. Like
twist. Guy taps out. I hate that.
That is not in the rule book. I'm gonna have my manager look it up. That is not in the rule book. Forrest Griffin, watch out for the purple. What is it?
The purple nurple.
The purple nurple, homie.
That is, how demeaning would that be? You get your ass kicked and you get a purple nurple.
When the guy's got that surprised look that you just did it, you just clock him in the face.
Yeah.
He's done.
Did he just give me a purple nurple?
And are people asking you a lot about the Liddell rematch at third? Because you're the only guy he hasn't beaten.
I know. So what's the problem? So what's up with that? Okay, I would understand if he would have beat me the second time, but now it would be a rubber match. You know what? I don't care. I think if I beat Chuck a third time, I'm like, okay, when's the rematch?
You want to fight him?
I fight him. It's my job to fight. You know what I'm saying? Chuck, I think Chuck draws a big pay-per-view, and that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sit here and say I fight for any other reason besides money. You know?
What do you see as Chuck's weakness that you've been able to beat him twice? Like, what does he do that allows you to get in there and?
Yes.
He gets in the ring with me.
That's it. That's his weakness.
Not to be cocky or anything, but I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I'm the best fighter in the world. Every time I lost, I know why I lost. You know what I'm saying? Most people say this and make excuses and stuff like that, but I'm keeping it real. I'm tell y'all a secret about me. I'm real. I have no shame. You know what I'm saying? I have no ego. I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I get my ass kicked. I've lost 5 times. I got disqualified once. But every time I've lost, you know what I'm saying, I know why I lost. You know what I'm saying? And if I go in a fight close to 100%, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to win. And it's nothing to do. I don't care how many people Chuck knocks out. I don't care what he do or this, that. I'm confident that I'm going to win.
Very cool.
And he made that. They said that body mistake Chuck made was something that there was some kind of a body punch he threw that he never should have thrown against you.
Yeah, because I have my own style of defense. I think I have like some of the best defense in mixed martial arts because I believe if a guy can't hit you or take you down or kick you or whatever, then you got a good chance of kicking his ass. So Chuck knew that from our first fight. And I'm pretty sure he watched the tapes on our fight, and he saw my defense style, and he probably thought that since I have a certain style of defense that I leave my body open. And Chuck actually has one of the best body shots in MMA. And he hit me with a body shot. Our first fight, I know he remember hitting me, and it was at the end of the round. Thank God, you know. But
you felt that one?
I felt that one because in my sport, if you take a knee from a body shot, the fight's over because they can punch you. In boxing, you get a count. If you take you can't take a knee from a body shot. You can't go we go down from a body shot.
You go down. They can punch you. Yeah,
it's over.
Why don't any of these shots break a rib or something?
Some do.
Like if any of us got hit, like you guys are getting hit in that ring, we would be destroyed.
I think we're built a little differently.
No, but what makes it different? Because you're a human when it comes down to it.
Because we got muscles. Because we exercise and your body get a tolerance towards things. We build it up and we get punched there and stuff a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
So the muscle around it is pretty solid and kind of takes a punch, but they still get broken ribs.
Yeah, we still get broken. I seen a guy get broken ribs, but so that's why Chuck do the body shot because he figured that's gonna be his out, you know. So he knew my defense pretty good. So he tried. If you watch the fight dissected, he tries to set me up for it, act like he's gonna throw a hook, you know. Then and Chuck has the best setups. Chuck is a damn good fighter when you dissect and you break him down. And I knew I was in there with the best, so I had to train for the best, and I prepared. I got the best trainers around me. You guys have no idea. I had the best trainer, and then for that camp, I had the best sparring partners. I flew sparring partners from all over the world.
We just want you two to get along. Because we like both you guys.
Hey, Chuck is cool.
We just want you guys to get along.
Me and Chuck can sit right here and kick it like when me and Chuck fought in the tournament in Japan.
Yeah.
We both won our fights. We knew we was fighting each other the next time we would see each other, but we was in the bar buying each other drinks.
That's cool.
I have so much respect for Chuck. He's a good guy.
Where you at with Silva? You had some bad blood there?
Yeah, me and Silva don't even talk to each other.
Oh, you genuinely don't like him?
Because I keep it real. He I guess he gets mad because excuse me. Silva is the type of guy that thinks everybody should be afraid of him. Every fighter, he wants everybody to be afraid of him. And the way I react around him is different from other fighters who fight him. I'm not afraid of Vanderlei Silva because I've seen his fight tapes. Like they call him ex-murder because when he was, come all his fights, he really ain't fought a whole lot of people. You know what I'm saying? They just throwing him chumps, and he just go out there and murder them because they chumps, right? So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? This guy a chump murderer. I'm not scared of this guy, so I hang around. I speak my mind at press conference. I say whatever I want to say. He look at me all crazy like I'm supposed to back down. Like, man, dude, I'm from the streets, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? I don't get intimidated by guys like you. And I go out there and I fight him, and I fight him straight up. I fight Chuck. 45 minutes later, I fight Vanderlei. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kicking his ass, and they stand me up because he's a champion. They want to win the tournament, and I vocalize that. You can go back and watch the fight, and you can see his cornerman telling the referee to stand him up. And what American people don't know is that Vanderlei is smart. His team is smart. He had a Japanese manager in Japan, and Japanese and Brazil stick together. There's more Japanese in Brazil than anywhere inside in the world besides Japan. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so they stick together. And he had a Japanese manager, and I think some of the referees take payoffs in pride. I'm telling you, that's why I like the UFC so much because they ain't with that. But in pride in Japan, I promise you,
you just didn't trust them. Hey, we
Wow.
heard that you never saw 2 Girls, 1 Cup. How did that come up?
The girl that brought me here said something about 2 girls. I thought she said 2 girls, 1 cop. I'm like, 2 girls, 1 cop. And she said, yeah, they was crapping and throwing up. I said, well, they call it 2 girls, 1 cop. Where the police come in at? They should have got arrested, right? You know.
You've never seen this?
I never seen it.
Just react to it.
I can't
because we got
just watch.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. Let them get close.
Get close, man. We got a mic for you over there and everything.
We show this to everybody.
We show this to all the big stars that
We're
come
very
in.
proud of
I don't think
being
it'll
able to
throw
show
him.
this.
I don't think Rampage will be thrown.
He's seen some stuff in his day, but let's see if we get a reaction out of
Anthony can have my
Rampage.
seat. Of course you can.
Yeah,
Please.
you can have the radio show if you want.
The chair and your seat.
Right. Here's 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Rampage Jackson. Check it out.
Where are they?
Just in a little
In the
setting.
doctor's office.
Yeah, just getting an exam. Starts out nice, right?
It's a little something.
Nice, and then you. Yeah, he's cringing.
A lot of crap.
He's cringing.
Not going to throw him.
They look at it like ice cream. Hold on, which one? Whose crap was that? That's fake.
No, it's real.
No. They crapped in a cup, then they changed it to something else.
Yeah, well, they're probably dumping out, but they're dumping out like
That's
crazy.
chocolate ice cream.
That's what I think. Well, that's not ice cream, though.
That wasn't ice cream.
All right, so this is not going to work.
No, I told you he's not going to be thrown.
Yeah.
No, he's not throwing.
Yeah.
Man, I'm a fighter, dog.
Yeah. Does this bother you? Does that bother you?
These girls are sick.
Yeah.
You certainly are.
Who's going to date those two girls but each other?
Yeah, no one's gonna want.
Yeah.
Who y'all think y'all playing with?
Isn't that insane?
You're not gonna
I heard
want
that was
to
good.
like kiss them or
You never want to be the same after you watch this video. I'm like, come on, man.
not even thrown. You know what he's seen?
Well, he's lived in Japan. I mean, they get a little crazy there with
Man.
some stuff.
Yeah, you know what? one of my friends back in the day is kind of crazy. And he's one of them internet geeks, and he showed me some crap eaters. I was like, yeah, that's not compared to some stuff I saw some Japanese people do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's a weird culture over there.
Yeah, it's a weird culture. You know, it's weird. I can't talk no more about it.
Listen, we got to take a break. The Ultimate Fighter is Team Rampage versus Team Force. So you're saying it starts April 2nd at 10 p.m., right?
Yeah.
On Spike TV.
Spike TV.
And your website is allrampage.com.
How you know that?
We do a little research here.
Okay, yeah.
That's good, right?
Yeah, it's good.
Allrampage.com.
Allrampage.com. It's always a pleasure there, Rampage.
Hey, anytime. I love you guys, man. Y'all cool as hell.
All right, cool.
Hey, tell the crackhead Jew I said what's up.
All right.
We got